Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. Hopefully, you're all having a great day. Hopefully, you all had a good week. What is going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Real quick, make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. Hit those heart emojis down there at the bottom. And if you don't mind, folks, I did put a poll out there. If you don't mind voting in that poll, I just want to see what everybody thinks. How everybody's feeling about tonight's game. So if you don't mind voting in that poll, I would greatly appreciate it. If you're watching this on X, come over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, join in on the conversation. I appreciate every single one of you in the chat right now. Let's hit that subscribe button. Let's continue growing this channel out. Lineup isn't out yet for the Yankees, but that's okay. There's been some other Yankees news. We'll talk about it. Let's get everybody's feedback on it. But first, let's say what's up to the chat. We got CT Cards in the building. What's going on, CT Cards? OMG's in the building. What's up, OMG? Ken, what's going on? Nosebleed section. What is up, Nosebleed? How's it going? Who else we got in the chat? We got Dev Finch. We got Jonathan in the chat. We got my boy Gusto in the building. What's up, man? It's always good to see you. Who else we got? We got Nosebleed section in the building. We got Stephen B in the building. We got Evan is in the building. What's up? Jonathan Moore is in the building. What's up, Jonathan? AOG is in the building. What's up, AOG? And we got Jay Trinidad in the building. What's up, Jay Trinidad? Shout out to everybody in the chat that is hanging out. And we can't forget about my guy, Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? What's going on, Cold Italian Pizza? What's going on? But yeah, so look, last night's game, the Yankees lost in a thriller. You know, it was a good game. It was a good game. I mean, the Yankees were down 3-1. They made a comeback. I mean, both Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge hit home runs against Class A, right? So they made a comeback. They took a lead. You know, fans thought, a lot of fans thought, okay, we got the game in the bag. We got this. We got this. And unfortunately, the Yankees lost in extra innings. And I always say, it's Yogi Berra's quote, "It ain't over till it's over." Right? But the Guardians are a good team. There's no denying that. The Guardians are a team that you just don't sleep on. You never sleep on the Guardians. They got a good team. They got bats. They got guys in their bullpen that could hit. And then, they have guys that can also guys in their bullpen that could also hit as well. So, it was a good game. Like I said, the Yankees made a comeback, but unfortunately they lost it. These things happen. It's the postseason. It's to be expected. So, what up, Egyptian? And as far as moves go, so Ian Hamilton was taken out of the game yesterday with a calf injury. So he has been put on the IL. And in his place, they have called up Mark Leiter Jr. I don't know how some of you feel about it. I had a feeling he was going to be the name that was going to be called up. If it wasn't him, they were probably going to call up Cody Poteet. But they went with Mark Leiter Jr. That might make some of you happy, some of you not happy. But Mark Leiter Jr. is up. It's also worth noting that if the Yankees do make it to the World Series, they cannot call Ian Hamilton back up to the roster. Okay? Now, if the Yankees do make it to the World Series, do I see Mark Leiter Jr. being out of the roster for the World Series? I could definitely see it. I could see Nestor Cortez making it to the World Series roster if the Yankees make it that far. If not Nestor Cortez, I mean, you'll see, Cody Poteet, unless they take out Mark Leiter Jr., let's say Tim Meza, and you go Nestor Cortez and Cody Poteet. So let's see what happens, right? Game 4 is tonight with the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Guardians. So hopefully tonight's a better game. Now, as far as the pitching matchup goes, let me pull that up. I know it's Gavin Williams versus Luis Hill. Right now, Luis Hill has not pitched a game in the postseason. Right, and it doesn't look like Gavin Williams has either. So, Gavin Williams is a righty bat. Gavin Williams is, not a righty bat, righty pitcher. He's a righty arm. So the Yankees should have a little bit of an easier time. I would assume Austin Wells will be back in the lineup. And honestly, if he is back in the lineup, I do hope that he is not at the number 4 spot. He cannot be hitting cleanup. I know some folks want to say they don't want to see Giancarlo Stanton there. I get it. But who's the other lefty bat that you could put in? I don't know. But I do think that the Yankees need to take Austin Wells out of the number 4 hole. That guy, he cannot be hitting at the number 4 hole, and he has been struggling. So we'll see what happens. Rizzo in the lineup? Yeah, I think so. I think Rizzo will be in the lineup. I don't see why not. Yeah. What up, Sam Sarah Trucking, Jason Dominguez? Yeah, I don't think he'll be in the lineup. I doubt it. Yeah, I mean, Stanton at number batting 4th, it helped out tremendously. And, I know there was a lot of folks out there that opposed to the idea of Stanton batting 4th. I wasn't. I was probably in the minority when I was saying Stanton at number 4. He's going to be your next best bat, right? He's going to be your next best bat to hit at that number 4 spot. Some folks were saying Rizzo, but like we discussed yesterday, I like Rizzo where he is. I like him better in the bottom of the lineup. Yeah, Cabrera at the number 4 spot. I don't know if I would be okay with that myself. Now, if that's how you feel, Stephen B, by all means. What's up, John the Beagle Dad? How's it going? Yeah, I wouldn't put Cabrera at number 4. I put him at the bottom of the order, just like you would Anthony Rizzo, for the reason being you need some sort of threat at the bottom of the lineup. And luckily, guys like Alex Verdugo, he's been stepping up. Verdugo has been playing quite well in this postseason. So, you need other guys in the lineup to step up as well. I mean, we talked about the obvious names, right? We talked about Austin Wells needing to step up. Jazz Chisholm also needs to step up, right? So, those two guys need to step up. Judge is looking like he's finding his mojo. It looks like he's finding his momentum. So he looks like he's finding his bat, finding his power. So it's good to see Judge lighting it up as in the last couple of games, and that's what we want to see. Now, with the game last night, I know it was a gut punch, right? It was definitely a gut punch. It was not the game we had hoped for. I know a lot of fans were upset. Some fans were depressed. To me, honestly, I think it's kind of crazy. It's one game, right? I mean, the Yankees have been playing good baseball this postseason. I mean, at some point, every team in a series, they're going to lose, right? The bullpen has been lights out, but they got caught yesterday. It happens. So, the bullpen, I'm certain they'll be fine. My thing with the bullpen is this. Now, listen, I like the idea of Luke Weaver. I like the fact that he could come into a game and pitch 4 or 5 outs. I love that about Luke Weaver. All right. Luke Weaver is awesome. Luke Weaver is awesome. What's up, Real Bill, Zanley? What's going on? Egyptian, D-Train. I see you all in the chat. Sean Browning. What's up? What's up? I like the idea of Luke Weaver being able to pitch 4 or 5 games. I can appreciate that. I like that, but it's not sustainable. You can't do that every time with him, right? You can't do that every time, every game with him. You know, it's like in game 2, the Yankees were up 6-2 against the Guardians. At the top of the 9th inning, I would have, I would have brought in Ian Hamilton personally. 4-run lead. I'm sure Ian Hamilton would be fine. Obviously, if they got in some sort of jam, then yeah, you bring in Luke Weaver. So, at least that's what I would have done in game 2. But I get it. You wanted to get Luke Weaver in there. The Yankees still ended up winning that game 6-3. Jose Ramirez hit a solo shot against Weaver. But they still ended up winning that game. But Weaver right now, yeah, he's probably, he's probably tired. He's gonna need some, he does need a little bit of rest. So hopefully in tonight's game, Luis Hill, who hasn't pitched a game at all of the postseason this year, or this postseason, sorry. Hopefully he can shove. Hopefully he can give some length in his start and give the bullpen some much needed rest. Now, I'm not saying it'll happen, but let's see what happens. And if Hill can go, I could see him going 3 or 4 innings, honestly. If he goes 3 or 4 innings, then they probably bring in Marcus Stroman. And then hopefully, Marcus Stroman can give you some innings, right? I know a lot of folks are not trusting Marcus Stroman, but let's see what happens, right? And we got Joe in the building. Hey, Joe, I know this is your new Yankees channel. Post a link to your channel. That way people could go and subscribe. This is Joe's new channel, folks. Dodgers 2 on, 1 out. Yeah, I mean, real quick, do we think the Dodgers win today and move on to the World Series? Or do the Mets have a fighting chance? What do we think, folks? Let me get an opinion on that really quick. I mean, if Stroman could go 2 or 3 innings, I'll take that there, Jay Trinidad. I'll take that from him all day. So, Mets force a game 6. Mets get 1 today. Mets will win, of course. Grimace is sneaky. Brad saying rest in peace to the Mets. Okay. I think that the Dodgers series win as a whole, Mets morale is dead, which is why I've been fighting with Yankees fans. Most of them defeated after yesterday. It's baffling to me. Yeah, I mean, as far as yesterday's game goes, when the Yankees lost, I mean, there was a lot of fans who felt like, okay, they're going to lose the series now. We've seen this before, but this isn't the same team as it was a season ago. Clearly, this isn't the same team as 2022. All right, so I think we're looking at a completely different team for 2024. This team fights back. They find ways to win, even if it's the sloppiest of wins. So let's see what happens. And folks, the lineup is out. I'll put the lineup on the screen. It is a little bit different today. I want to get everybody's reaction when I post this. So give me a few seconds. Well, was terrible. The one before that was 3 innings shutout. Right, Sam Sarah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, of course, we already knew that. We know who the real baseball team of New York is. We know who it is. So, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But let me go ahead and post the lineup real quick. We'll talk about the lineup. All right. So that's the lineup right there, folks. So we got Gleyber Torres. Here, let me zoom in just a little bit more. There we go. That should be better. So we got Gleyber Torres leading off, playing second base. Juan Soto batting second, playing right field. The captain, Aaron Judge, playing center field. He'll be batting third. Jazz Chisholm Jr., folks, is at the cleanup spot. Giancarlo Stanton is back at the number 5 spot at the DH. Chisholm playing third. Anthony Rizzo batting 6th. He'll be playing first base. Anthony Volpe batting 7th. He'll be playing shortstop. Austin Wells is back at the dish. He'll be batting 8th now, so he is out of the cleanup spot. Alex Verdugo batting 9th. He'll be playing left field. And on the mound today, folks, it is Luis Hill taking the mound. It's his first post-game season start. So what are we thinking for this lineup? What do we think about this lineup? Are you happy with this lineup? Are you happy that Jazz Chisholm Jr. is at the cleanup spot? Are you all happy that Anthony or Austin Wells is out of the number 4 spot? How do we feel about this? Let me know in the chat. And by the way, it looks like we have 27 votes so far, and 81% of you feel that the after tonight's game, the series will be 3-1. Yankees negative. Okay. You got it there, Jay Trinidad. Well, let me get everybody's thoughts on the lineup here. Zanley says he likes it. Egyptian says, I like it, but Jazz swings out of his shoes. Imagine him in the 4-hole. I mean, that's my worry with Jazz. That's my worry with Jazz. Wells in second cleanup. I like it better than Wells at cleanup. Okay. Swap a cold bat and Wells with another big mouth Jazz. Okay. Chisholm slightly better than Wells. Going Jazz big tonight. Cool. Can't be worse. No, it can't be worse. Yeah, something, man. I have to agree here. I mean, defensively, he's not bad, right? Playing third base, he's good. But I kind of felt that he needed to be sat as well, and you put in Oswaldo Cabrera. Some folks might disagree, but that's okay. Gusto doesn't hate the lineup. Yeah, no doubt. You don't hate it. Okay. I mean, yeah, maybe the best lineup they can do. Good to have Rizzo, Wells back in for sure. I just like the fact that Wells is not hitting number 4. That's what I'm mostly happy about. Jazz has a chance to back all his talk. He does. He better back it up, right? I think Jazz is there because of his speed, and Boone hoping he gets on before Stanton is up. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Jonathan Moore. I think Gleyber at first helps with that if we get. Yeah, I mean, Glaber's been on fire this postseason. He's making a case. Yeah, maybe they don't trust Cabrera, but I mean, he should be playing. You should get opportunities at least. Rizzo looked horrible playing defense last night. Yeah. So glad Wells is out and no Birdie Wells is like yesterday. So it sounds like everybody likes the lineup. So that's cool. And I got a couple of you dropping your what you're having for dinner. Don't worry, we'll get to that here momentarily. It's good stuff, though. Make sure you all continue subscribing or not subscribing, voting on the poll if you have not voted on the poll. And make sure you all are hitting the heart emojis down there at the bottom, too. Greatly appreciated. Does really help out the channel. So, but listen, I like the lineup. Okay, the lineup. I'm glad again. Wells is out of the 4 spot. I still would have put Giancarlo there, but I understand putting Jazz Chisholm there. Because, yeah, if he could get on, like Jonathan Moore was saying, if he could get on, then with Giancarlo at the plate, Jazz can steal, right? So there's an opportunity there for him. Or, if Giancarlo makes contact with the ball, they could do a hit and run, and Jazz can, get to third base on a base hit, or if the ball is hit hard and far enough that he can score from first base to home, because Jazz is extremely fast, and we all know that. Mark Leiter Jr. there, Ken. That's who was brought up. Yeah, so, it looks like, I did see that. Brian Hoke reported that Brian Cashman said the Yankees also discussed Cody Poteet and Clayton Beeter. The choice is Mark Leiter Jr. based on his track record of success versus left-handed hitters. I get that. I understand. I'm surprised Clayton Beeter was part of that conversation. I personally wouldn't have had Beeter as part of that conversation. It's nothing against Clayton Beeter. I think Clayton Beeter has a lot of potential. I think he's good. I just don't think I would have had him as my as a choice, as an option. It would have been between Poteet and Mark Leiter Jr. So, need the Mets to lose like I need Popeye's chicken. Mark Leiter Jr. is a righty. He's a righty. So, he's supposed to be known as a strikeout guy. I know that, he hasn't had a lot of great outings with the Yankees, although towards the end of the season, he started to look good. But that's because, again, he was overused a lot with the Cubs. So, by the time he was with the Yankees, he was pretty worn out, right? And not to mention his wife was pregnant with their baby, and his wife gave birth. So, that also was probably on his mind too. That is a lot of weight on somebody's shoulders. Yeah, the Cubs did ruin him before trade. And at least they get a fresh arm in Mark Leiter Jr. So, you might see Mark Leiter Jr. come into the game today, along with, you'll probably see Stroman, right? Well, if depending on how Luis Hill performs. So, Luis Hill, honestly, we'll get into predictions. I see him going, 3 or 4 innings personally. Carlos Rodon's going to start tomorrow. Yeah, that makes sense. I know Carlos Rodon is starting tomorrow. Well, yeah, I took the lineup out, but if anybody wants to see it later, or if anybody comes in later on and wants to see it, I have it. So, just let me know. But yeah, Jay Trinidad, the Yankees franchise, they take crappy players from other ball clubs, and their talents come alive, with the Yankees. That's credit to Brian Cashman. What's up, Daniel Berry? How's it going there, bud? That's in credit to Brian Cashman. I know a lot of fans don't like I know a lot of fans don't like Brian Cashman, but the fact of the matter is, he's able to find these gems. Luke Weaver, Clay Holmes, right? Clay Holmes is not a closer by any means, but Clay Holmes is a good pitcher, and he's shown that in the postseason, right? Again, Luke Weaver, Clay Holmes, Jay Cousins, Tim Hill, right? Even Michael Tonkin, who was not on the team anymore, but he did pretty good for the Yankees for a little while there. Ian Hamilton when he's healthy, right? There these names that you never even heard of that the Yankees go after, and they turn into beasts. And all right, the Mets scored, huh? On a 3-run shot. Pete Alonso, they're up 3-0 now, huh? All right. Let's pray the Mets can fight to make it a 7-gamer if they end up losing. Not because I want the Mets to win, but because I'd love for them to be tired. Yeah, love for the Dodgers to be tired. I'm assuming. Yeah, for sure. I hear you, man. I hear you, but both of them. Yeah, I would love for them. Yeah, I would love for that series to go to 7. It would be nice. I hope it doesn't go to 7 for the Yankees and Guardians. Although, I did predict Yankees Guardians would go 6. I mean, it could still go 6. But tonight's game though, it's definitely a crucial one. It's definitely a crucial one because it's game 4. The Guardians, if they win, obviously they tie up the series. If the Yankees win, they go 3-1, which would be huge for the Yankees. And then they just have to worry about winning one more game and closing the series out in Cleveland. It would be nice. What's for dinner there, Bill? Well, we'll see you later. What's for dinner? Yeah, I predicted 3-2 going into the 6 with a 4-2 Yankees win. That's my prediction right there, man. Nobody's gonna hate. I'm not hating. If that's your prediction, that's your prediction, dude. But yeah, I do hope the Yankees do take it though. I hope they do take game 4. This is a must to me. In my opinion, it's a must win. If the Guardians tie the series up, am I going to panic? No, but I will panic a little bit if they take the series 3-2. The Mets series reminds me of the Yankees Astros series from 2019. I don't want to be reminded of that series, but I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. Bottom line is we need a win. We keep Soto and give Judge the ring he deserves. He's long overdue for a ring. But this is the best team he's had around him, honestly. Have to get Aaron Judge a ring. He needs to retire like Jeter with multiple rings. Yeah, I don't know if he'll get 5 rings, but I mean, if he could get like 3, that would I would be okay with that, honestly, for as long as he's been on the team. You're gonna panic if they lose tonight. I understand. If the Guardians take a 3-2 lead in the series, then I'll panic. Then I'll panic, no doubt. Yeah, he deserves 2 at least, definitely. Yeah, maybe Juan Soto. He's young enough. He might get 5. You never know. Well, they're going to be home on Monday. Because they play against Cleveland today in Cleveland, and then also tomorrow, which would mean the last 2 games take place in New York. So if it gets to that, at least the series will finish out in New York. But 2-2 going to the Bronx, maybe. Well, hopefully it's 3-2 going to the Bronx. There, Jay Trinidad. Because again, they play Cleveland tomorrow. What's up, Chua? How's it going? I'm doing pretty good, man. Welcome. But folks, just a quick pause. We are 30 minutes, a little over 30 minutes into the live stream. So I do appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Continue hitting those heart emojis down there at the bottom. It does really help out with the stream. If this is your first time watching this channel, hit that subscribe button and join in on the conversation. The playoff format has been that way for quite some time, unless if I'm mistaken, somebody correct me, but I feel like it's always been 2-3-2 in a 7-game set. Yes? Well, let's start getting into predictions, though, people. Let's start getting into some predictions. Yeah, some sports it's 2-2, 1-1-1. Yeah, don't stress there, Trinidad. But what are we thinking for? What are we thinking for Luis Hill, folks? What do we got for Luis Hill? What is everybody's prediction for Luis Hill? What do we got? So CT Cards has 5 1/3 innings pitched, 3 runs, 7 hits, 4 walks, 2 runs, 7 Ks. 5 1/3, okay. Nosebleed's got 7 innings, 3 walks, 10 Ks, 2 runs. Wait, what are you talking about, Sean? Did I miss something? Feast or famine, no idea. Yeah. And I'd love to see that kind of start from Hill and Stroman. If they could both give us 7 innings combined, that would be fantastic. JT has 6 strong innings, 5 strikeouts, no walks, 1 earned run, 5-2. It is a must win there, Evan. You know, for Luis Hill, you know what? I'm gonna give him 4 innings. And I think he's gonna have 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. And he's gonna give up 2 earned runs. That's what I got for Luis Hill. That's what I got for Luis Hill. Sean Browning says Hill goes 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks. Okay. Well, Luis Hill is gonna start today either way, whether or not we want Rodon or not. It's not Rodon wouldn't be on regular rest, so you're gonna see Rodon is supposed to pitch tomorrow. Yes, it is a must win, Li. Yes, it is a must win. I mean, hypothetically, I would have rather had Rodon if I had to pick, but unfortunately, again, with the rest, he's not. He would be on short rest. So I mean, Luis Hill is the way to go. But if I was to pick between the two, I'd rather have Rodon pitch, of course. But yeah, but this is a must-win game, though. This is a must-win game. If anybody has any other predictions for Luis Hill, please drop them in the comments and make sure you vote in the poll that I put out there. Looks like I have 40 votes, and 80% of you are saying the Yankees will take the series and lead the series 3-1. And that's fine, Trinidad. If you feel like if you feel Luis Hill over Rodon, by all means. I mean, that's your opinion. Yeah, well, and shout out to my guy Mazza for posting this. We're in a group chat together with some of the other content creators. The Yankees have 5 guys that are hitting 300 or better, and that's Gleyber Torres, Juan Soto, Anthony Rizzo, Anthony Volpe, Alex Verdugo. So some other guys are going to step it up. If we win tonight, then Garrett Cole has to go into the bullpen, and I don't want anyone else closing a Game 5 to send us to the World Series that isn't named Garrett Cole. So Li likes the lineup. Okay. So you like Jazz Chisholm batting number 4? Yeah, he needs to get hot for sure. Him and Austin Wells both need to get hot. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just hope Jazz wakes up, man. He needs to wake up. Oh, Verdugo, I had no doubt either, man. I had a feeling we were going to see a different Verdugo in the postseason, just like Giancarlo Stanton, just like Giancarlo Stanton. Oh yeah, like Li, I've been saying that Wells needs to get out of the number 4 spot. It just hasn't been working. Personally, if he was in the lineup yesterday, I wouldn't have been opposed. I would have just said, as long as they move him down in the lineup, because he definitely doesn't belong in the number 4 spot. No, I like the acquisition of Jazz. I'm I know a lot of fans love the acquisition of Jazz Chisholm. So, but let's move on to our next prediction. What do we got for double plays tonight? How many double plays did the Yankees hit into? What do we got? What's up, Wampbag Doodle? He's saying, I like today's lineup. Well, I will say whether I like the lineup after this game. Yeah. I'm not opposed to it. I hope, man. I mean, Wells, I like Wells at the 8 spot. I like the fact that they moved him down. 1 double play. That's what I'm thinking too, Zanley. I think the Yankees hit into 1 double play. Yo, what's up, Ace? What's going on, Ace? Shout out to the Ace Avenue. Folks, if you are not subscribed to the Ace Avenue, make sure you all do subscribe to his channel. Does a great job over there on his channel doing play-by-plays. I've jumped on a few times with him to talk Yankees baseball. Does a really good job there. So shout out to you there, Ace. Hopefully, we do need that dub today. We need that W today. What do you think, Ace? You think Yankees could go 3-1? I got the poll out there. and 46 votes, 48 now, and 79% of you are saying 3-1. Yeah, you're welcome, Ace. 2 double plays, okay. And Sean is saying 1 double play. I'm going with 1 double play. Or better yet, how many base running mistakes we're going to make? You know, man. Yeah, that's always a good question because the Yankees do make a ton of those base running mistakes. It's so frustrating. You know, they had 2 in one game in game 2, and then they had 1 yesterday. It was so annoying. It kills like every momentum that the team has. Nosebleed section is going 2 double plays. 3 running errors. That's funny. What do you mean? Do we think they hit us with a pitch? I mean, Yankees should be able to take advantage of Gavin Williams. Yeah, they were. Oh, Stroman and no one else. There's no other option. Well, they could also bring in. They could bring in Cousins. Cousins could come in and pitch. He's another guy that would be available. I doubt we see Weaver. You'll see Mark Leiter Jr. potentially. Oh. Yeah, well, yeah, he could hit the Yankees. I mean, he could hit the Yankees hitters for sure. He could hit the Yankees bats, but I mean, any pitcher can hit any batter, really. He could accidentally do it. Yeah, it's possible. Please, for the love of God, let's not see Mark Leiter Jr. Well, better make that call to Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman there, LI. Yeah, I know. For some reason, this season, there's no denying, that some of these games that the Yankees played in, they played bad against bad pitchers, bad pitching. Yeah, more than likely, FJ. Yeah, well, he does get hit a lot, so. Yeah, you might. I think so, Jay Trinidad. I'm gonna pull up that game real quick, see if I can find it. I should be able to find it. And by the way, folks, it looks like it's top of the second, 3-1, New York Mets. So gotta wonder if the Mets win tonight and try to stay alive. And I still think the Dodgers are gonna make it to the World Series, honestly, unless if the Mets pull off some sort of miracle. Let's see. I'm trying to find the series against Cleveland. I think it was this one here. Yeah. So the Yankees, Gavin Williams got the loss in that game. The Yankees ended up winning that game 6-0. What up, Theo? Well, Mark Leiter Jr., Marcus Stroman. Jay Cousins, he's also available. Yeah, Frank. I mean, we've seen that one too many times. Hopefully, it's not the case tonight. But they did face Gavin Williams, and Gavin Williams in that game, he went just a little over 4 innings. He gave up 3 earned runs, gave up 4 hits, struck out 5, walked 4, did give up a homer. So the Yankees bats did do their job. that night. So let's see if they could do the same today or tonight. The Liberty, cool. Hopefully they do. Be nice to see a New York team win a championship, man. So well, cool. What do we got for score predictions tonight, folks? What are the score predictions? What do you got for a score? What's everyone's score predictions? Yeah, Yankees. It's postseason. They've played well, right? Some of their even in some of the games that they won, sure, it was a little sloppy, but they still won. You know, they had a couple of bad games. One being yesterday. I mean, well, I won't call it bad. They made a comeback. They fought, but they lost. Still ended up playing well, all things considered, right? Yeah, the loss stinks. Bottom line. What do we got? 6-4, 7-4, 6-2, 5-3, 7-2. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not underestimating Gavin Williams. Want bag, right? I'm saying that, all I'm saying is the Yankees should be able to hit off of him. But you never know in the postseason. Anything is possible. I mean, it's going to give him some extra motivation. It definitely lit a fire under him. They're going to try and ride on that momentum, Theo. And it's the Guardians. They're good. What up, Jared? 6-2. Yep, base running blunders are unacceptable. 5-3. Yeah, my score prediction for tonight's game. I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna be off on this, but I'm gonna go 8-6. Yeah, and that's fine. Trinidad, Jay Trinidad. That's fine. Yeah, and losses, it lights up. It'll light a fire under a team that loses, right? It will. Yeah, Nathaniel. I mean, I wish they had brought up Cody Poteet, but they went with Mark Leiter Jr. instead. Apparently he was part of the conversation along with Poteet, or along with Mark Leiter Jr., Poteet, and Clayton Beater, which that was a name I didn't expect to be part of the conversation. I wouldn't have had Clayton Beater as part of the conversation, not because I think Beater's a bad pitcher. I just don't think he would be ready for a postseason environment. I think he's a good pitcher. I think he's going to do well for the Yankees, but not now. Leiter's a righty. 7-2 Yankees. All right, Robert. I'm going 8-6 for tonight's score. Could do it. They still up 2-1, but you never know. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? It's the postseason. You never know what's going to happen. And I've talked about it many times, but ever since they, when the Astros and Orioles were eliminated, it's like, gosh, it should be a cakewalk for the Yankees. No. And the Guardians, I mean, you just don't count them out. I mean, I know people want to say, they should have taken advantage while they should have, but the Guardians are not going to go down without a fight. Plain and simple. They're just not going to. So whether people want to accept that or not. But the Yankees tonight, they could take advantage of Gavin Williams, who's pitching for the Guardians. They could take advantage of him. I know I went 4 innings for Luis Hill, but hopefully he exceeds those expectations. I hope he does. I hope he does pitch longer. I really do. And then the bullpen can come in and do their job, with a healthy lead. But this game, it's going to be close, right? I feel like it's going to be close. But my score prediction 8-6. Yes, CT cards. You're right about that. So I got 60 votes in the chat, and 72% of you are thinking that the Yankees take a 3-1 lead instead of tying the series up at 2. Call you weird, but for some reason, I'd rather us lose up 2-0 instead of 3-0. I don't know why, but I feel like it would be worse if we were up 3-0. Well, if you're referring to 2004 and you're kind of having some flashbacks from that, I get it. I mean, I understand. I get where you're coming from. Obviously, I wouldn't belong on the field. One thing's for sure. I wouldn't get picked off on the bases as my foot would be on the base. If you're not a fast runner, then yeah. I get it. Correct. Yeah. Well, you know what, man? That was just one of those. Unfortunately, it was just one of those rare moments, man. And yeah, it sucked to see that as a fan, seeing the Yankees lose a 3-0 lead and to lose it 4-3. It sucks. It does. It truly does suck. But it's in the past. What can you do? Hey, what's up, Jared? How's it going? He says yesterday was a crazy game. Indeed, it was, man. Indeed, it was. How are you feeling about tonight's game? What do you think, man? I know again from a baseball perspective, I know you're a Red Sox fan, and I got and nothing wrong with that. But how do you feel about tonight's games? Your father's an old school Yankees fan from the '60s and '70s, and he's mad at new Yankee fans calling us defeatists. So Jared thinks he thinks we get it done. Nice, I like it. Do you think we will ever win it all again? What, the World Series? Yeah, they'll win it again. They have an opportunity this year. They'll win again, whether it's this year or next year. Yeah, man. Yeah, Joe. It was a gut punch, but what are you gonna? It's done. It's over. It's done. It's over. We can't go back and change the result. All we could do as fans is focus on tonight's game. Oh boy, Wampag, that stinks. Dodgers are probably winning tonight. Well, they're down 3-1 right now. I know it's early in the game. It's the bottom of the second, but they're down 3-1. Mets are going to try and stay alive. True. Those shots below the belt, they do hurt. You are not wrong there. But I got the game day up for the Mets Dodgers just to see the score. I mean, Flaherty, they're going to the top of the third. Flaherty's already at 46 pitches. Peterson's at 38, it looks like. So, they're definitely trying to work. They're definitely trying to work Flaherty, the Mets. What do we got for home runs, guys? Who's hitting a home run tonight? Well, he's not going to shut him down. They already scored 3 runs on him. But what do we got for home runs? Who's hitting a home run tonight? Let me know. Zanley is saying Jazz. I had Jazz hitting a home run yesterday, but unfortunately he didn't. I had Big G hitting a home run yesterday, and he did. I'm tempted to write Big G again. I'm gonna go Big G and Judge. Nosebleed section is saying Jazz and Wells. The Martian hits a pinch hit home run. I'm gonna go Big G, Judge, and I'm gonna go Verdugo. Those are going to be my 3 predictions right there for home runs. Judge Soto Sten, aka the 3 Titans, cool. Jared Braun for the Yankees, it's Luis Hill, and then for the Cleveland Guardians, it's Gavin Williams. Well, they didn't really have to use a lot of pinch hitters in the postseason until yesterday. Yesterday called for it, but Darryl Strawberry goes deep. Cool. Yeah, we'll call him back up. You say no home runs, but the Yankees win 6-3. I like that. A 10-2 kind of game. That would be pretty sweet, man, if it was like a 10-2 kind of game. Okay, so you got some hope for Luis Hill. Hill will go 7 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs. Okay. Blow them out tonight and give the Martian some playing time. That would be nice. Are you asking me, or is this are you telling me like you think that the Martian should have gotten in that bat against Class A? John the Beagle Dad says 5-2. Judge Soto Rizzo home runs. Okay. All right. Just to kind of give you all an update here, 64 votes on the poll. And 73% of you are saying Yankees take the series after tonight 3-1. So 73% of you. The other 27% are saying 2-2. So vote in that poll if you have not yet. Torres and Jazz, Judge Soto birdie. Nice. Sean Browning, that's funny. Even though you're a Red Sox fan, I do have a Derek Jeter jersey and hat. Whoa. How do your friends feel about that, man? Because I'll tell you what, if I got caught wearing a Boston uniform or a hat, woo, I would never hear the end of it. They would call me a traitor, man. It's funny too, because like Ben Rice is from the Boston area or Massachusetts area, but he grew up a Yankees fan. They don't care? Okay. Yeah, if they don't care, I guess that's cool. Yes, Yankees already had a lead, and the Martian bat speed versus Class A. I would have liked the matchup, and Rizzo was coming into the game anyways. I understand. Would you have batted Oswaldo Cabrera? Let me ask you that question, Wattbag. I'm not opposed to Dominguez, by the way, just so everybody knows. I'm not opposed to Dominguez, but would you have put Oswaldo Cabrera in there? But I do have a JD Martinez Red Sox World Series jersey for sure. How do you feel about JD playing for the Mets there, Jared? Yeah, he was. I mean, Jeter was one of those guys that, you couldn't dislike him. He didn't really cause any confrontation, didn't cause any problems. But if there was a problem, he'll let you know about it. He wasn't quiet about that. He was very, he would get in your face. He would get in your face. I mean, he's nice. He seems like a nice guy, but he also seems like a guy that would get in your face if you're messing around. You have a feeling the Martian will play a role at this post? He might. Still on the roster, so. Yeah, understood, man. I mean, it was, for you guys, it was definitely time for him to go. Because JD Martinez, how old is he? Because I know he's got to be up there in age right now. Yeah, he'll be 30. He's 37. So, yeah, he's a little bit on the older side. Yeah, after 2 home runs, Class A gave up to Judge and Stanton. Yeah, understood. Yeah, it'd be cool to see Dominguez. It'd be cool to see, Dominguez play, but as of right now, there's no lane for him at the moment. Yeah, Mariano. I mean, Mariano, same thing for sure. I'm not going to call the game. If the Yankees make it to the World Series, I'm going to try and call a couple of the World Series games. Oh yeah, Posada was definitely his enforcer. Oh, Joe, 100%, 100%. I'll say one thing though. I know they need to fix those base running mistakes, though, on the base paths, no doubt. But surprisingly, I don't want to say surprisingly, but they have been doing a lot better on the defense, particularly with the infield. I know there was that one error by Volpe. I know sometimes Jazz can throw the ball too hard, but the defense on the infield has been really good. So, but they do need to fix the base running. That's unacceptable. Jazz drama with Volpe. What drama are we talking about there, Jared? Did I miss something with the drama? I guess I must have missed that part. Does anybody know anything about this Jazz drama with Volpe? Well, while we're waiting for that, let's move on to dinner. Yeah. No, not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. I didn't see anything, but sometimes players are going to argue. They might argue with each other. Those types of things happen. I don't think it's that big of a deal, personally. But folks, what's everybody's dinner plans? What are we eating for dinner? Tell me your dinner plans. What's everybody eating for dinner tonight? Not sure what I'll be having for dinner, but I just had a sandwich about an hour ago, a couple of hours ago. Yeah, that's just it's a thing of communication. Oh, he's good at defense, no doubt. He is. Jazz is he's a great athlete. He's a fantastic athlete. Cheese pizza, nice. Air fried chicken, ribeye steak with corn and mashed potatoes. That sounds really good. Oh no, Friday night pizza. What happened? Nosebleed? Did you make her upset? You made her upset, didn't you? You made Mrs. Nosebleed's section upset. Oh my God. Fans being drama queens, of course. Oh, it's a non-issue. Exactly. Right. Yeah, that's what that's what I was going to mention was like, sometimes tensions at work rise, coworkers argue with each other. It happens. That's all you're having. Oh, well, then, you can't go wrong with, mom and the in-laws cooking. Let them cook, man. Get some of that homemade food for you. But I know deep down though, you're missing that pizza. You're just like, I want some pizza. And extra account. I like the name. I like the name extra account. Nice username. Welcome. Jazz has to step it up on the offense. Love the guy, but a lot. But we need him to get contact. You're not extra account. You are absolutely correct. And I've been voicing that all week. Him, Austin Wells, like those guys need to step it up. I'm still full from a big breakfast. Oh man. All right, well, just soup. Okay, what did you have for breakfast? What was your big breakfast? Something tells me you probably had like egg sausage pancakes, if I had to guess. Yeah, WWE and Yankees. Yep, you got WWE SmackDown for all the wrestling fans that are out there. Extra account. You're right, man. Yeah, last night's game was wild. That was a wild game, but yeah, I think the Yankees they're gonna bounce back from it. I think they will. Ken is snacking on. He says we are snacking on football, baseball, foods, wings, pizza, nachos, and things of that. Nice, 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 nice. I like it. I like it. Beautiful, beautiful. A nacho omelet. That sounds interesting. I never had a nacho omelet. Sounds good. Hill needs to be the pitcher he was early in the season. Everything else will fall into place, and we could go up. Yeah, I mean, it's Luis Hill. Yeah, it is Luis Hill. He needs to shove today. If he could be that pitcher that he was when the season started, the Yankees absolutely win this game. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So, yeah. So the game, there's still 2 hours left for the game. So, still plenty of time for the game to start. Extra account is asking, do I think that they've been overusing Luke? They're getting 5-out saves back to back to back off him. Didn't he? Yeah, yeah. Extra account. This is something that I have been discussing. I know other content creators have been talking about it too. Look, I like the fact that Luke Weaver could come out and pitch. He could get 4 or 5 outs. I like the fact that he's that type of pitcher. You're asking that's asking a lot out of somebody, I think, but especially in back-to-back games. But it is over. He is being overused. He is being overused. There's no question there. Eventually, when you overuse a pitcher or overuse anybody in the bullpen, really, or yeah, it could come back and bite him. Like game 2, I would have just brought in Ian Hamilton because they had a 6-2 lead. Like game 2, I would have brought in Ian Hamilton. But yeah, they have been overusing him a lot. And I get it. It's the postseason, all hands on deck. You got to be ready at all times. I get it. But there's other guys that could have been used in that bullpen as well. Yeah, the dude is a dog. I don't knock him for what happened yesterday. He's human, yeah. But it hurts so. Yeah, man. I mean, the fact that they were one strike away. But listen, Emmanuel Clase, who's, best closer in all of baseball, right? He could have closed out that game yesterday, but he blew it. He blew it with the home runs. So it happens, man. He's human, like you said. Closers do blow games. They do give up runs. They do give up home runs. They make mistakes. Big surprise, surprise, right? Hopefully his back is rested. I think you're referring to Luis Hill. The arm is rested. I hope he doesn't come out amped up over throwing. Yeah. He can't lose control of his pitching, and he needs to cut down on the walks. I think Luke being hard on himself makes him more tired. He needs to keep a cooler head. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, that's why I like Clay Holmes. He doesn't – he gets frustrated, but he doesn't show off his emotions too much. So when he was closing. Yeah, extra account. Again, sometimes these things do happen. You use up your arms, and then you put in a guy like Holmes in this case in a situation where it's not really ideal, but what are you going to do? All right, the Mets are up 5-1. Okay. Yeah, he was a strike away, but again, man, when the opposing team sees a pitcher constantly, right? Eventually they're gonna make their adjustments and hit off of him. They're gonna do their homework. Right? I know he was a strike away, man. He was they had it. They almost had it, right? But yeah, exactly. And Clase gave up back-to-back home runs. Mets going to push to 7 games, and I keep saying it. Raziel, I hope you're right, Raziel. Deanna put to rest. We take the series 3-1. I like it. Yeah, I mean, so far, 71 of you have voted, and 72% of you are saying 3-1 after tonight's game. The NLCS has been so strange. Either Mets getting blown out or Dodgers getting blown out. Yeah, that's been weird. Yeah, that's been a weird one. It looks like right now the Dodgers are getting their butts handed to them. They're losing the game 5-1 now. So, and Flaherty is in there. Looks like he's at 65 pitches. So, I don't know that he's going to make it out of this inning, honestly. Well, now it's 6-1. So 6-1 now, folks. Yeah, I get it. I know Holmes isn't. He's not Luke Weaver. He's not Luke Weaver. Mariano. I mean, again, there's not going to be an argument for Mariano. But yeah, 6-1 Mets now, folks. So we're probably, if the Mets can hold on, which they should be able to with that lead. Third inning. Shoot, yeah, you'll probably see a game 6. Yep, yeah, Ken, 6-1. No, they don't. I mean, look, the Dodgers have a fantastic lineup. All right, they do have a great lineup. There's no doubt about that. They're starting pitching. Listen, they got Flaherty, they got Yamamoto. I know Buehler pitched a good game, but really they are lacking a little bit in pitching. So what's your question here on who wins the what? You and many fans, their extra account. You and many fans, but I think you might see him tonight, just like you might see Stroman. Who wins in the first 5 innings? Between the Guardians and the Yankees? Oh, who has the lead? Oh my God! Lindor hits a triple, and Alvarez scores 7-1. This is going to be like another blowout game. Oh my God! Yeah, NLCS is blowouts. What the heck is going on? Jay Trinidad. Oh, you're asking me who has the lead after the first 5 innings? Honestly, I think the Yankees will have the lead. That's all they have. Are you referring to the Dodgers lineup there, Nosebleed? The Mets Dodgers is insanity. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it would be nice, man. But unfortunately, yeah, Cortez is not healthy. But if the Yankees make it to the World Series, they could they could call Nestor Cortez up to the roster. So something to keep in mind. Yeah, blowouts. It's seriously. And that's what's worrying me about Luis Hill tonight is his control. Is he going to be able to control his emotions and control the pitches? Of course. I yeah, it's super lopsided, man. Yeah, exactly. I agree. These blowouts do make me feel better. Nimmo singles to right. Lindor scores 8-1. Yeah, they are beating the ever living crap out of John Flaherty tonight. My goodness. Yeah, he's at 73. Are they gonna take him out or what? I mean, I know it's 2 outs. Probably after this inning, there's no way he comes back out for the fourth. Li, you and me both there, buddy. I'm nervous about tonight's game too, man. But we gotta trust the Yankees are gonna win, though. We gotta trust they're gonna win. But yeah, I'm nervous too, man. I'm right there with you. Just got an arm up in the pen. Yeah, good idea. He needs to get control of his pitches. He takes his anger out on Cleveland and pitches a gem. Hopefully, man. That's right. It doesn't matter win or lose. I mean, you got to back the team up. Yeah, there's been some frustrating years with the Yankees, but you're not supposed to be a fair weather fan. You could be frustrated. You could express how you feel, sure. But you gotta, do what you can to support the team. Oh, Li, seriously, bro. I definitely, when they didn't get Flaherty, I wasn't butthurt about it. I really was not butthurt about it. So, and he would have been a rental anyway. So, yeah. You live in Dallas, but you're a diehard Yankees fan, born and raised in Long Island. Okay. All your friends are Texas Rangers fans. Well, you're in the Dallas area, so makes sense. I was born in New York myself, but I live in Colorado, and I've been living in Colorado for a little over 20 years now. So, but still a Yankees fan, regardless. Doesn't matter where I live. I'm a Yankees fan. But we got Yankees fans from like all over the country, and even one of the subscribers that I have, he's a Yankees fan. He lives in freaking Australia. Shout out to Brad. Approaching tonight differently. I got stressed out pacing back and forth last night. Yeah, just chill and relax, man. Chill and relax. Keep that heart rate down. Forget him. Tonight we are who we are and we played a level. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, New York and nowhere, exactly. I sure don't, man. I sure don't. Although I did like Charlie Blackman. He did retire, and it was time. But I did like Charlie. That guy was awesome. He was a great player. I liked watching him play. And Coors Field is an awesome stadium too. It's a great stadium. Yeah, you'll. As a matter of fact, there, Jay Trinidad, we're getting a bunch of we're getting some of us subscribers to meet up next year. The Yankees are going to come out here May of 2025. So it should be a fun time. In postseason, an inevitable heartbreak walk-off happens. Yeah, it does, man. And I remember in 1998 when the Yankees played the Guardians, and I know I'm going way back. Sorry, but it was the ALCS 1998. The Yankees split the first two games, went back to Cleveland. They lost Game 3. They were down 2-1, but then they went and won the next three, closed the series out in 6. Yeah, Blackman. Yeah, man, he retired. Yeah, he was good, but he's like 38 now, so he did what he needed to do. Yeah, no, there is no gravity, but no, dude, like I'm telling you, it's a great time. Yeah, 14 seasons is a really long career. If any Yankees Avenue wants to live stream, yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, Judge would probably be hitting 80 home runs at Coors. Oh, a little boxing reference. I love it. I'm also into combat sports, boxing, MMA. Yeah, going 12 rounds with Tyson and telling him you got to go fight Usyk. Yeah, yeah. Sign me up for that. Said no one. Oh man. MMA is your bread and butter there, Trinidad. That's what's up. Do you train MMA? So is it cold in Colorado during the winters? Yes. Fall season, not really cold. The weather's still pretty decent, although today today is a little bit on the chilly side. But this is like the first real, like maybe the second time it's been like a little bit cold outside. Colorado has weird weather, man. Colorado has weird weather. It's got this bipolar weather. You'll have to visit sometime or live here for like a couple years to know what I'm talking about. Remember, El Duque saved the season with a phenomenal performance in Game 4. Yeah, so do I. A wrestler? Like, we're talking like wrestling on the mats or like wrestling like WWE? Desiree, what's up? What are you having for dinner? Oh, Greco-Roman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Greco-Roman. Okay, so yeah, you're definitely a wrestler. Good for you, man. So I train in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai. I do a little bit of MMA, some boxing. I don't compete or nothing, but it's something I enjoy doing. So I've definitely have had some experience with wrestlers, man. Wrestlers are y'all are a different breed. That's all I'm gonna say. Undertaker, best wrestler of all time, man. I don't know, dude. Because I was a big Undertaker was great. I was a big Sting fan, black and white Sting. I did like Sting. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Pork loin and a burger. Steak stir fry and sushi rolls. Nice. Try to grapple BJJ fighters, but it's like fighting a human pretzel. Yeah. Yeah. The BJJ folks, man, they know, wrestlers can control you. They know how to control you. They have good movement. Because I remember I rolled with this wrestler, man, and he was good. He was good, but you get wrestlers in certain positions, they don't know what to do. Oh, that's cool that he met Sting. All right, so it's an 8-2 ball game. You guys have another storm coming? I mean, hopefully it's not a brown belt or brown belt. What am I saying? Thunderstorm or a hurricane. Or you got choked out by a brown belt? Oh man. Jay Trinidad, are you in New York? Outdoor stuff like I like hiking. Hiking is cool. Camping's cool. I like water rafting. That's a lot of fun. I don't hunt, but I'm not opposed to hunting. I don't hunt, but I'm not opposed to hunting. I know I have a few friends that actually go hunting, and they do bring me back some meat if they find like deer, if they shoot a deer or an elk. They've hooked me up before. I mean, yeah, you got the mountains. You for sure got the mountains, but Colorado has a suburb life. There's a city life in Denver. Oh, you live in Brooklyn? Okay. Where in Brooklyn, and what high school do you go to? Yeah, great place to train for elevation there, Trinidad. If you ever come out here to train, there's a lot of competitors that come out here strictly for that. East New York, you went to Thomas Jefferson. Okay, cool. Dirt bike riding. I'm not a. Again, I would do it. I would do it. Oh, years ago. Okay, okay. Coney Island, Brooklyn for you. Yeah, for sure. I used to hang around Coney Island. Now it's a firefighter and EMT school. Good for you, man. Good for you. Yeah, frontline worker, man. Fantastic. Good for you. That's awesome. We certainly need more of you all, more of you folks out there. Yeah, wrestlers are great at takedowns. They're great at takedowns, no doubt. And if they could control you, forget it. We all saw that with Khabib. Basketball. I watched some basketball. I used to watch it more in the past, but I don't know. I don't get excited about it anymore. But I watch it, right? Like I don't want to say I don't watch it, period, but I watch it. Oh, it's not for you. Okay. You're a construction worker? Hey, either way, construction worker, you're still needed there, buddy. But when it comes to basketball, I am a New York Knicks fan. I wrestle 145 weight class. Cutting weight takes, yeah, weight cutting is brutal, man. I have definitely cut weight for jiu-jitsu tournaments, and yeah, they're not fun, but it does take a lot of discipline. You are right about that. The Dodgers, they got it'd be cool to face the Dodgers. I was talking about this a couple of days ago. It'd be cool to play against the Dodgers because of the fact that, they got all-stars. They got some big names on their team. The Yankees have big names on their team. They're better matched. The Mets would be cool because then, you would get that Subway Series. But, we all know Major League Baseball, though, they would love to see the Yankees and Dodgers. And Dev, I am a bigger college basketball fan more than the NBA. I agree. Okay. Oh, you're a Mavs fan? Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you all lost against a very good team. It happens. Yeah, and see, yeah, college basketball really it is where it's at. It really is. The NBA, I don't know, it just doesn't. I still tune in. Like I said, it just doesn't excite me as much as it used to. It's the same thing with football. Like I'll tune into football, but it doesn't excite me as much as it used to. That's just me though. But baseball, I still love the sport, but even though there's certain aspects that has ruined the sport a little bit, and I'm also a big combat sports fan. I do love combat sports. Foosball. Yeah, some people like their foosball. I watch a lot. I do like soccer too. I played a lot of soccer when I was growing up. So soccer's cool. So 76 votes and 71% of you are saying 3-1. Yankees take the series 3-1 tonight. Nice, John. But wow, I didn't realize I was live for an hour and a half. My goodness, this is what happens when you have a good time. You start talking Yankees, you start talking predictions, food, then you start getting into other sports and then start to get to know some other people in the chat. This is cool. Like this is really cool. This community that we have here is really, really cool. So appreciate you all, though. I appreciate you all subscribing to the channel, uh, getting involved in the chats, and just really like making it happen. I mean, you all make this a fun time for me. I have a fun time doing this, and I hope you all enjoy it too. We've all kind of I've gotten to know a lot of you, so make it a 24/7 channel. Yeah, I don't have that kind of time. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here in the next few minutes, though. That way, you all could get on with your evening. I'm gonna get on with mine because I'm gonna go over to my family's house and tune in to the game and watch the game with them. The Jayhawks, yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah. So as far as I just want to keep everybody in the loop about tomorrow. Yeah, UConn for you there, CT cars, that makes sense. But I do want to keep everybody in the loop for tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be going live tomorrow. I don't know that I'm going to be doing a pregame, just because we got a couple of guys from my gym that are going to be fighting in a Muay Thai exhibition. So they'll have headgear on and shin guards. They'll have mouthpiece, all that fun stuff, right? So hopefully they can match them up with an opponent tomorrow. So I'm going to be helping out with that. So I don't know that I will be going live tomorrow for the pregame. So I just wanted to give everybody a heads up about that. Post game CT cards, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to make any promises. But I will say this though, Sunday, I hope to see all of you there on Sunday when I go live at noon. I hope to see all of you there. We can recap. We'll recap today's game or tonight's game and tomorrow night's game. We'll recap the games, and I am doing a giveaway. I'm actually doing 3 giveaways. All right. So I'm actually there's this. I actually am doing a duck race, and I got that duck race idea from Hector's channel at the time. There was duck races that he was doing on his channel. So I'm going to do that, and whoever wants to participate, I'll tell you how to go about it. It's real easy. We'll do a duck race. I'll pull up the duck race on the screen and have some fun with it. So there's going to be 3 baseball cards. All right. So there's going to be a couple of old school ones and 1 new school one. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet. So stay tuned for that. So I'm going to keep all that. That part's it's a secret. But folks, I do appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you all so much. Thank you all for rocking with me for hour and 40 minutes. And real quick, I did want to mention this too, as far as the cards go. Shout out to CT Cards for contributing. So CT Cards is the man for contributing. He helped me out with this, so he's sent some cards my way, and so I want to I do want to give back to all of you because you've all been been very supportive of me. So it's my way of saying thank you. So just wanted to throw that out there. So folks, enjoy your evening. Okay. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy the weekend. I will see you all on Sunday. If not tomorrow, if I don't go live tomorrow, I will definitely see you on Sunday. I don't know. Again, I don't think I'll be going live tomorrow, but I will see you all on Sunday at noon. I hope to see all of you there. We'll recap the games. We'll do a duck race for some prizes. All right. So thank you all again, folks. Make sure you all hit that like button on your way out. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everyone you know. Let's continue growing this channel out, folks. Let's go. We're on this channel now is on the road to 2,000. So slowly but surely, we're gonna get there. So hopefully, I do see you all there. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. Enjoy. Let's go, Yankees.